Hi, welcome to Betty's Vintage Inspired Art. I'm going to show you a tutorial today about a cat. Here we're going to put pieces 3 and 4 together, making sure we bend it backwards like this, or inward, however you want to say that. I'm showing you how they line up in the back and in the front, and this is how they should be together. Then next we're going to put piece number 5 right under 3 and 4, and it should look like that with like a triangle at the top. Just making sure you kind of bend it backwards. This is what it should look like on the back. We're going to get the number sign right there. I'm going to bend it. It matches up with piece 5 right there. That's going to make up the nose and the mouth. And so you tape it on right there. This is what it should look like for now. Here we're going to add piece 8. And you line it up like this. It matches up pretty perfect right there. So you tape it on. It should line up. Okay, so right here you get pieces 6 and 7. 6 is going to go to the left and line up like that. And then 7 is going to go to the right and line up like that. And this is what it looks like on the back when you tape it together like this. Got 6 over there and 7. This is a side view, kind of, and then this is all the numbers lined up together, how they should go. Here we're going to put piece I on the left side right here, and then piece J on the right side. Going to line up with piece 7 and 4, and then this is what it should look like on the back. So C and D, we're going to put those pieces together. They're going to mirror each other. Just make sure you have them lined up right. And just kind of bend them inward like that. This is going to be the first piece to the back of the head. We're going to line it up right there. I'm going to tape it on. It's going to go on the back. I'm going to line it up right there with your 3 and 4. And it's okay if you need those triangles right there, those little blank spots. And we're going to cut the excess tape off. Right here, we're going to bend the C and the D pieces to where they form a little bit at the top of the head. And it's okay to have those spots right there. We're going to use those for something in a minute. So tape that piece on. And then we're going to tape G and H. That's G right there. We're going to line those up. And there's going to be a little space at the top. You can already see the ears starting to form. And that's what we're going to put in those little spaces right there. Just kind of shape it. Then we're going to do the same to the other side here in a second. As a side view, kind of what it looks like. And right here, we're going to put the H piece. I'm going to do the same thing we did to the other side. I'm going to line it up right there. There's going to be a space. Right here, I'm showing you that you want to make sure you have the tape pretty secure on the inside so that your piece is nice and secure. I come in with E and F, tape those and put them right there. It should line up pretty good. And so then you're going to tape it. And you can kind of see a little bit of the cat's head formed. Well, it's the cat's head. And this part I'm going to show you next is where you're going to put the ears in those little slits. Okay, so you got piece 1. And you're going to put it in that little spot, the little empty space. You're going to tape it on. Number 1 goes on the left. Then you're going to mirror that piece. And number 2 is going to go on the right. You're going to make sure it's pointing forward like little cat's ears. And there is your completed cat head. So here we're going to put pieces 9 and 10 together. I'm going to tape the front. 9 is going to be on the left and 10 will be on the right, and they're going to mirror each other. Tape the front, and then you're going to tape the back. And then bend it in. You're going to get pieces 11 and 12. 11 is going to go right there on the 9. Right at the top, you're going to leave a little bit of space on the right of it and on the left of it, of course. And then on 12, you're going to have it mirrored again, the piece. You're going to tape 12 on there just like you did 11 on the other side, but it's going to be mirrored. Looks kind of like a little deer or something. So just tape it down, and then you're going to start bending them. Well, cut the excess off. And then bend them. And you're going to find pieces 13 and 14. 14 will go on the right by number 12. And it'll line up kind of like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. There can be some gaps. You can have some tape. The tape will cover it. So this is what 13 and 14 look like on underneath 11 and 12. So I'm taping some more on the inside. You just want to be sure that it's nice and secure for later when we put the paper mache on there. Now you're going to get a piece of foil, Just a skinny long tube is fine of foil because you're going to put it inside of this. These are the arms or the legs. I guess cats only have legs, huh? So the cat legs, you're going to make it into a cylinder, a circular shape, and you're just going to put the foil in there. It doesn't have to be tight or anything. It's just so that it'll keep its shape. You can tape it on the top and on the bottom so it won't fall out while we're working on it. So here you're going to put those pieces together. Piece 29 is going to be underneath piece 9. 27 will be on the other side of underneath 13. Going to do the same for the other side. And if you need to, you can rewind this and look at it again and see what I did there. So piece 30 is going to go underneath piece 10 like that. They're going to line up. We're going to tape it on. So this is the front part of the cat, the chest and the legs. So now you're going to put the little paws on. These are going to be flat. That's okay because we're going to fill it out later. So you're going to put piece U and piece V at the bottom of those pieces right there. And here we're putting 32, and I think 33. And we're taping them on there like that. It's going to be the front part of his chest. 32 and 31, I'm sorry. And that's what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so 33 and 34 come next. That's the next part of his chest, his or her. Okay, now we're going to start on the back of the cat. That was the front. This is the back. So we have piece 15 and 16 on the back. Taped like that. Now we're going to do pieces 19 and 20 underneath it. And if it's sticking out too much to you, it's okay. We're going to fill it in later with some foil. So now this is kind of a tricky part. You're going to find the piece 22 and put it right there. And it's going to kind of bend over it. And that's the hip joint of the cat. So then right next to that, you're going to put piece 26. That's kind of the bottom near the tail, kind of showing you the inside of the cat, what it should look like. You can kind of see it forming. I'm just trying to tape it on real good. Okay, put piece 23 to the right of 25, which 25 goes to the right of 26. And it makes kind of the back end part where the cat's sitting on his backside. So we're going to put W right by the star piece and the piece 23. And then the X goes to the right of that. So we've got letter S underneath 22 right there and T on the other side. Here I'm showing you there's a gap between the two pieces right there where another piece is going to go in a second. Right here we've got piece in, and you bend it in, bend it in right there. You're going to bend it over that, like that, the S and the P. So now I'm going to tape it in place. It's okay if that's bent a little bit on that S. Now on the other side, I'm putting the O on there, just like I did the other side. And we're going to tape it on there. Now we're going to put the back feet underneath the hips and the legs. And that's what it should look like. Again, it's flat, but we're going to fill it out with some foil in a minute. Okay, right here we're going to put some foil at the bottom so that there's not a gap between the bottom of the cat and whatever surface you're putting it on. Here we've got the number 46. We're going to cut it on those slits right there. I don't know another word to say for that. On the lines. We are going to shape these two to form a little tail. This is what it looks like when the two pieces are together. There's going to be an empty space, and we're going to fill that in a minute. But first, we're going to put foil on the back just to fill out the back so it's more like a shape of a cat. And we're going to tape that on. And just put however much foil you want there. Oh, and then we're going to see which way we want our cat to face. If we want it looking to the side or forward. And for mine, I decided for it to look forward. So, but I'm showing you, you can do it either way. Turn it on either side or forward or just a little to the side, however you want to put your head on. That's good. And right here, I'm showing you, you're going to put little pieces of foil for the front paws. And then little pieces of foil for the back. You're going to have some foil in the tail as well. So that's a side angle view of it. That's the back of it. You can fill it out what you want. And on any of the parts, you can put foil if you didn't get it the right amount that you wanted. And I highly suggest you use masking tape. You could have used masking tape the whole time. I just used clear tape for the purpose of the demonstration. But paper mache sticks so much better to masking tape than it does to clear tape. So put a layer of masking tape over the clear tape if that's what you used. And that's perfectly fine. And then I get a jar full of water, and then I mix in my glue. I use the big, huge bulk glue from one of the grocery store or one of the stores, and I use this blue shop towel. They're paper towels you get in the automotive section, and I use my glue and water on the paper towels, and just almost like you're painting the paper towel with the glue and water mixture. Just showing you, you just layer them on each other, make sure they're smoothed out. There's some more. His chest is starting to get done. And there is the completed cat with just the paper mache on there. There's the side view.
And the other side view, you can see I have some spots I didn't fill in all the way with the paper mache. You can either fill them in completely or you can just paint over those. And here is the finished product. I just did some simple paint on this acrylic gray paint.
Be sure to get your pattern on my Etsy shop. I'll have the link below, and check out more items that I'm going to have coming soon. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a great day.